This is a Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 82. We focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a managed point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners. Each and every one of you, our new ones, our OGs. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, Deontay Wilder blames his costume for his ass whooping.
Was this costume Tyson Fury? Because that's who whooped his ass.
You've heard of a player having a woman on the side, but a Major League Baseball player has a sport on the side.
Damn, baseball. If they not cheating in the sport, they cheating on the sport.
Nice. An NFL wife talks about players not being faithful, and a Dear Erby writer who used to cheat on his wife is still under investigation, even though he's walking the straight and narrow. All that and more right now. This is MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
We're saving relationships one listener at a time. We got some feedback, hobby.
Do we now?
Yes, we do. Hey, guys, I just wanted to say keep up the good work. It's nice to have a place where guys can talk about relationships and things like that, but it's not the typical response that you expect to hear on other podcasts, TV, and radio shows. You guys actually sound like a couple guys I knew back in Detroit. Keep it up, fellas. Manny from the D.
I wear that badge of honor.
That is. I feel like, man, that's one of our better compliments.
Yeah, man. Especially, you know what I'm saying, he's from Detroit.
Yeah.
So he probably likes the same Pistons like me.
Oh, my God. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, man. So
oh, Lord.
if I can make anybody from the D, you know what I'm saying, happy.
You sound absolutely ridiculous right now. When we come back, we're going to get into the front pages of our lives. And later in the show, a Dear Erby writer who used to cheat on his wife is walking the straight and narrow now, but still paying the price. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. Kamal, man, we have been having to cancel dates. We almost had to cancel this one, man, because the little man is not well, man. I know he's been struggling. What can you tell us quickly on the update, dude?
Updates, same old, man.
Yeah.
Well, as far as the health providers are concerned, nothing's changed.
Yeah.
I think his condition is getting worse. And so it's almost at the point, man, where we're just like, we can't even leave him by himself.
Damn.
Yeah, man. His mom, he had one of those seizure-like episodes the other day, but he was eating. And so she said that he stopped breathing. He was choking.
Jeez.
Yeah, and so it's like, yeah, man, she's happened to be there. It's lucky she's there and not, going to work and all of that stuff. So I walked in on him just on the humble and see him. He's on the ground, with vomit all over his face. And so it's like, by the grace of God, he's not on his back. He didn't fall on his back. He's on the side. But that stuff's dangerous, man. So we don't know what's causing it. We don't know how to stop them at all. And it's getting to the point where it's like, yeah, we don't even know what to do, man. So low key, man, I think I'm gonna have to start move into his room almost, man, just to make sure he's good at all times. Like, eyes need to be on him 24/7.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Dang, that's kind of deep, dog.
Yeah.
I feel like my shit is just to plug a couple stand-up shows, dude. Damn, how do you follow that? I should have did my shit first. On a lighter note, I'll be at the Four Cats in San Luis Obispo on Friday, February 28th, 2020, by the way. And the Libertine Brewing Company also on Saturday. So Friday, 8 o'clock, the Pure Stand-Up at the Four Cats. If you're in San Luis Obispo, holla at your boy. I'll be at the San Luis Obispo Comedy Festival. And the Libertine Brewing Company at 8 o'clock on Saturday. I think that's at 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8:30 on Saturday. 1234 Broad Street. That sounds like a fake-ass address. 1234 Broad Street. Word. So really, he's making shit up. That's Friday and Saturday, man. Please pray for the homie, man. They're going through it right now, man. But, man, hopefully we'll get through this and you don't have to go John Q on these fools, dog.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
When we come back, man, we're going to go over some hot topics. And later on the show, we're going to get into some perspective from an NFL wife who talks about players being faithful. It's the MRA Podcast. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out.
Eventually.
You know, you got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually, it's finally here.
Eventually, it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing was funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated.
Okay.
But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still.
Yeah,
Caitlyn.
He's Bruce. In the
he's
album.
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But no, it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Come on, we're going to go. We got a few things to get to before we get to the meat of what we wanted to talk about today. Quickly, man. Rest in peace to B. Smith. You know, we talked about it on the show. That was the lady whose husband had a side piece and brought the side piece around after his wife has Alzheimer's.
So the wife met her before she got full blown gone.
That's allegedly the wife said, "You can go, be happy. I don't want to hold you back." Allegedly.
As having a grandmother with full blown Alzheimer's, it's possible she said it. She didn't know what she was talking about.
Oh,
yeah, it's so possible. Funny. I can get my grandmother to agree to anything. Anything right now.
Yeah, man. So for my dude, man, please don't bring the other lady to the funeral, man. That's just not. It ain't time for that, bro. I don't care how close they was.
And she got daughters by previous.
Mm-hmm. And the daughters seemed like they was cool. At least the one daughter seemed that she was cool with my dude, Pops. But nah.
If he bring this other chick around,
not to the funeral, bro.
Nah.
That's a no, bro. Did you see the picture of Steph Curry holding his lady up on the Instagram and it looked like he was in full salute?
Nah.
Oh, man, it's hard to talk to you about it if you haven't seen it. But there's a picture of Steph. He's holding Aisha Curry up. You know, she thick too, boy. Mm-hmm. But it's on his Instagram. So it almost leads me to believe that he's trying to, it's the perception he wants to put out. He's saying, look at me, I'm strong, I'm packing, I'm holding my wife up. If y'all ain't seen it out there, take a look at it. I thought, that's weird. The thing I thought was weird is if you look at other pictures on her Instagram, there's one picture in particular, Steph was looking silly. She got him in a costume. Her costume, she looks all cute and glamorous, but in his costume, he looks like a goofball. And I feel like her Instagram is saying, hey, look what I can make my husband do. And his Instagram is saying, look what kind of man I am. I still got it.
That's what they do. Like powerful and famous men. I think like Oprah used to get Michelle to admit, like, you get him to wash dishes? Oh, yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to knock them down a peg or two, like powerful, famous men.
So submitting to a man is just way out. It's so disrespectful to even ask for that.
It's like other chicks. It's like, oh, yeah, well, I can get him to do this.
Watch what I can make him do.
What?
Oh, I can't make my man do that. I'm better than you because I can do this and you can't.
Yeah, one thing I will say, I've never heard anybody ask Beyonce some sucker shit like that.
No.
About, like, did you get Jay-Z to change diapers? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've maybe she
haven't
has.
Heard it, but
I haven't heard him make him be the man.
I don't think she would hold him up. I think she would knock him right down. Especially
if it was brought up.
Oh, please. Man, did you see the fight, man? The dude that was rocking the family name get his ass beat.
My cousin.
Your cousin Wilder, dog. Not to put your business out there.
Yeah, my cousin Deontay Wilder.
Dog. Embarrassing, capital M.
Yeah, man. I watched that fight and
first of all, did you pick the brother?
Of course.
Of course. That's hilarious. I was at the Comedy Store that night and then people was like, who you got? I was like, who you got?
Yeah.
It's a nigga fighting a white dude.
I was hurt that he got whooped on so bad. I was like, oh my gosh. When he stopped the fight, the whole time I'm like, okay, just throw the one punch.
Yeah. All you need is that one punch and you got him. Yeah.
Just just time it up. Yeah. Now I'm like, just get a lucky punch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's blaming like his wardrobe, saying like it was so heavy and he didn't have like his legs.
Word.
I'll say this. From the outsiders looking in, it's a lame ass excuse.
Yes, but
however, if he believes it,
hey,
what did I do? What went wrong? What did I do differently? I wore that 40-pound shit.
Why did you wear that 40-pound shit?
Oh yeah, that was dumb.
This is not the WWF.
So, I don't. What I'm saying, yeah, of course. And I don't know if he's making it up. I think he believes that the 40-pound shit affected him. Now
It did affect him.
Well, I don't know if it would have, or I really don't know. But I think he believes it.
Yeah, that means it did.
Yeah, and so I want to see him run it back. He's got to bring that title back, baby.
Dog, how a black dude, man. This is last time we got our ass whooped by a white dude from overseas was Apollo Creed, bro. That's the last time I can remember this bullshit. And he threw in the towel.
Oh, the Klitschko brothers was whooping ass.
Brothers?
Yeah.
Eesh.
I mean, they weren't like mega, you know what I'm saying? They never touched Lennox.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The champ.
I think they might have beat Lennox like on some point shit, but they never like put
hands on the brother.
Nah.
Dog, that's just ridiculous to me, bro.
Oh, I mean, you become heavyweight champion. You've touched some brothers before.
Yeah, but I'm saying
none of the upper
to
echelon.
take the belt though.
Jeez.
To whoop a brother's ass and take the belt is. I ain't seen that literally since Rock. And here's the thing that has in common with Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed came in with that goofy ass costume, bro.
Dancing and shit.
Dancing in that costume, got his ass beat. What are you doing in that costume? Dog, before the fight, everybody has a ritual before you do stand up, before you fight, before you have sex. We all have this thing to get our mind right. He ain't doing that because he's getting his damn costume on.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about it, man. These things have become spectacles and stuff instead of just coming out and getting down.
Like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Black trunks.
Yeah.
Black shoes. No socks.
Yeah.
Towel over the head.
I'm getting out of here in a little bit.
I'm here to work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's become a spectacle, man, because there's so much money involved. Like, even Tyson Fury came out with, like, on some old gladiator.
Yeah, let him do that.
Well, I don't think none of that shit should happen. I think they say it should take like 14 minutes just to come out from the time they start singing the song.
Yeah.
To the time he got in the ring, it was like 10, 12 minutes.
That's the wrestling effect.
Yeah.
That's Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon can smile knowing that he was once a joke compared to boxing and now he has influenced boxing.
Well, I think also it's the Floyd effect too. Remember Floyd would come out with sombreros and shit like that, mocking everybody.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not a sport. It's more so an event. People to pay their money, people paying at home. I need to give them a show in addition to the actual get down. Nah,
just give me the get down, dog, and we good to go.
Well, my dude got whipped from pillar to post, and hopefully he comes back. But if he wants to go somewhere and sit his ass down, I don't blame him.
Like that. Hey, we come back, man. We got to get into some celebrity gossip, man. Steven Spielberg's daughter come out. Talk about setting the black folks back. It's an MRA podcast. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's a majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we try to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. So see, Steven Spielberg and his wife obviously adopted some kids.
Yeah.
Because he got a little black girl of a daughter.
Yeah.
And she couldn't have came from Steven.
No.
And she has decided she's going to become a sex worker. I didn't know you had to get a license for this bullshit.
Well, if you don't, you're a hooker.
Oh.
It's illegal. Yeah. Man, there's a thing. He adopted her, but shit. I wonder how far they went back into her DNA history to know who her parents were. Because how the hell...
That's embarrassing, bro.
See, Spielberg's a billionaire.
Yeah, I guess.
So he is. He's a billionaire. And so she's had a charmed life.
Come on, bro.
She hit the lottery.
But she don't know it.
Anything she wants, she can afford the finest. You know what I'm saying? Because she's adopted, she's feeling different. We got the best therapist for you, baby.
Yeah.
Best schools if you know.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. And she wants to be a sex worker?
Let me tell you something, dude. There has to be something to the fact that she's Steven's baby. There has to be something to the fact that she's the black girl. There has to be something. I mean, think about where she probably went to school, right? She didn't go to school. She didn't go to Crenshaw High.
No.
And if she did, sometimes I wonder if she would have been better off coming out as with the alias and just going to Crenshaw High and just being raised with her peoples.
I mean, not a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
I went to school with Shaka Khan's daughter.
Where? Howard?
No, middle school.
Okay. At Kolb?
No, before I got.
Okay, I'm about to say.
I was in the city, man. I was in the city.
All right, where'd you go?
School, Los Angeles Center for Enriched Studies, LACES.
LACES. I didn't know you went to LACES.
Yeah, I went to LACES, 7th and 8th grade.
Okay.
And she refused to acknowledge that she was Shaka Khan's daughter. And she was actually upset. Like, no, I'm not. I'm sick of this shit. And years later, I was looking at an old Jet magazine from like the 70s or some shit like that, or the early 80s. And I saw a picture of Shaka Khan with her daughter.
With the girl's name.
Yeah. And I'm like, she was lying her ass off, but she didn't want. And Shaka Khan in the late 80s, I guess that I feel for you thing, but she wasn't.
She wasn't Beyonce.
No.
Now, there was a time when Shaka Khan was the biggest black female star in the world.
But she wasn't at this point. She was like making the comeback and stuff like that. Yeah. And she was like, that's not me. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
I remember I met Steve Urkel at Magic Mountain. Yeah, it was either him or Tevin Campbell. I think they was both there that day. But it was Steve Urkel in particular. And the reason why I knew it was him is because he had on the brand new Jordans, and they were so dusty. I mean, mine were brand new and fresh, the 2 holes in them, those. And I was, trying to make sure people didn't stand on. His looked like he had them for 6 months. And and this is back when, I was like, there's no way a regular black kid is wearing those Jordans and dusted them up like that. And he was saying it wasn't him. And it was just like, there's no way, bro. There's no way a brother would wear his J's the way you're wearing those.
You got the prototypes.
Dog, you got them before everybody. They sent them to you because you're Jalil on the number one show.
The kids are like them.
Yeah.
Hey, Jalil, you wear this?
Yeah, sure, like man. What are these? Are these Jordans? Oh, yeah. Let me get them. Right. So, yeah, it was either him or Tevin Campbell. But the point is, we were in line at Viper, and I remember everybody saying he was there that day. I come across him somehow, and I asked him, was he him? And he was like, nah, that's not me. And I looked at his shoes, and I was thinking, nigga, you lying? So I can understand why she would want to go buy an alias.
Or a porn alias.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about old girl, Shaka Khan's baby.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Steven.
But Steven Spielberg, man, I don't understand what we'll go through. But, they say Catholic school girls do this and private. There's a different. Now, we ain't going to act like they ain't nasty girls in junior high, at the public junior high. I remember one in particular, Frisbee, that everybody ran through. But I just, there's different drugs at the super private schools. There's just a different mentality. I wonder, would she have turned out like that if she just, was raised?
I don't know. I mean, it's really disappointing. She says like Kate Capshaw and Steven Spielberg, her parents, they support her.
Of course. She told him on FaceTime.
Yeah. She says but here's the thing. The only positive thing I can see is she says she's not going to do she's not going to have sex with men. She's basically going to do some masturbation.
Solo stuff.
On camera because she's engaged. She doesn't want to make that weird or disrespect her fiance. But that motherfucker's like 46.
Her husband?
Yeah.
That's like another red flag, dog.
Right.
Her daddy's an old man. Her daddy's been an old man since she's
like
been
70
little.
And she's like 20 something.
Who?
Like Spielberg's like
exactly
70 something.
So
and
growing
she's like
up, her daddy
something.
was an old man.
Right. And so she's engaged to some 40-something-year-old man. They live like in Georgia,
Tennessee.
Yeah. It's like, she's trying her best to not associate herself with Steven Spielberg.
With the Spielberg brand, the name.
Right. She's married to like not any A-lister or any Hollywood guy. She's going to marry a professional dart player.
Dude.
Right.
What's funny is women are funny because it's like, even if she gets a normal dude, he still got to be the best. Yeah. If it's going to be a dart player, you better be the best. You better be a professional.
Yeah, he'll be a nigga just fucking
be
around.
A nigga that likes dart.
Yeah.
Hey, they got tricks of, check this out, baby. No, you got to be, it reminds you of how important it is, man.
Status,
dog.
Even if I'm backing away from that upper echelon, I still gotta have some status.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, man, I think Steven Spielberg is probably on eggshells. He adopted her. She's black. But this is one of those things where, like, all that shit be damned. No. You're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? You are not doing it. Because I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, like, I might not be financially supporting you, but you got to trust, or you're in my will, or you ain't doing this.
When we come back, I've never heard of this come out. I've heard of guys cheating in sports. I've heard of guys having a woman on the side, but I ain't never heard of a dude having a sport on the side. But that has happened. We're going to talk about that. It's A Murray Podcast. Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because we got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com, and get you one. Come out, Madison Bumgarner is a former Giants pitcher. I know him because the boy's clutch. Playoffs clutch, he's the man. He's in Arizona now. This dude is the first athlete I've ever heard to have a sport on the side. Now, I remember Deion played 2 sports. Everybody knew about it. Bo Jackson played 2 sports. Everybody knew about it. Madison Bumgarner had an alias named Mason Saunders, and he was out there killing it in team roping rodeo competitions. And winning. He won $26,000 in December. He had a sport on the side. Come on, I've never heard of that. You ever heard anything like that?
No, not at all. The thing about it is somebody in team roping in that league, whatever it is, they know who he is.
Oh, yeah. And they kept their mouth shut.
Yeah.
Like a good side sport
should. They knew exactly. They didn't try to capitalize off of it. They didn't try to, like, clout chase. Yeah, look at who we got. They're like, nah, man, you good for our sport. Yeah. You're good for us. Yeah. We don't want to blow your spot up over there.
Don't blow your spot. Man, that's a good side piece right there.
Yeah.
Not trying to blow your spot up.
Yeah. Professional rodeo is an excellent side piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Will you be here on Sunday? Yes. We ain't gonna say shit.
We good. As long as you show up. I know you got a game Saturday. Will you be here Sunday?
Yeah, we don't need you Monday, Tuesday. We don't need you.
Now, how do you feel if you're the main sport? If you're his teammate, if you're his coach, general manager, how do you feel you find out your superstar has got a sport on the side?
Teammate, I don't mind. Owner, general manager, I'm paying the salary.
Yeah, you're a little
if this
more
shit's dangerous.
Now you're Steven Spielberg saying, no mas?
Nah, you can't do it.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm paying the salary, and now if you're just doing some shit on the side where it's like, okay, it's harmless, and you just didn't want the attention, cool.
Would you let your football player play basketball?
No.
Ankles.
Yeah.
Not happening.
ACL, ankles.
Nah. Sorry.
Like, he's not going to the WWE for like a wrestle.
Nah, bro.
You retire, you do all that shit you want.
I know that.
Yeah. Nah. As a matter of fact, you're not even doing Dancing with the Stars.
Man, you sound crazy right now.
Dude, you fucking twist an ankle doing that shit, man. Like,
man, it's Dancing with the Stars, dude. You can't do it in the off season?
Listen, man, I need you at 100%.
Yeah.
Like my man Big Red said, I have a contract on Eddie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a contract on you, homie. Yeah. I need you in tip-top form.
Here's the thing about this, man. We come back, we got to talk about this. This is a weird topic because doing the Madison Bumgarner research, I started wondering about athletes having, a woman on the side, a laugh on the side. And I stumbled across this Sports Illustrated article where this NFL player's wife was talking about cheating from her perspective. And it blew me away. We're going to talk about it when we get back. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, come on, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, I wonder what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Erby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to them. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I picked. Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what are the people listening? What are y'all doing? Let us know. Kamal, when I read this NFL player's wife point of view, talking about players' wives and their jobs, first thing that blew me away was how shocked they were that the NFL players would cheat. She said that she thought a player's infidelity was an isolated incident, and that most NFL men are good family men. And that blew me away because I was just like, I played football all my life. That sounds standard to me. She said at first she said players don't have time to cheat. They're not like baseball or basketball players. When they're out of town, their time is accounted for, and the rest of the time they are at practice and meetings and blah, blah, blah. I remember the first time I cheated on the woman I ended up marrying. She was shocked. She said, when did you find the time? And I just thought, dude, you find the time. When you need it, you find the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of hours in a day.
There's a lot of hours. She figured out because she was like, "We're always together," and I was thinking, "Yeah, I guess that, no." And then she said, another person said, "We're so lucky to be married to such great men. And we're lucky the NFL players and not baseball players." So I guess baseball players have a reputation, right? Other athletes cheat on their wives, but NFL marriages are safer than others in sport. And I was like, huh? So then the thing that started to blow my mind was when this woman, I realized she was a feminist. Because she said NFL wives feel increased pressure to look sexy for their husbands, particularly in public, and to make sure their husbands are sexually satisfied at home. And I thought, why not? Isn't that your job? Or is that offensive to say that's her job?
Well, I think they feel offended. Yeah, I think, the 2020 women don't want to have roles. That's the new thing. They don't want to have like identified roles and stuff, like especially gender specific roles. Like the man is the provider and the woman is the sexy. Even though they'll still pick a certain. You can't get the guy that just plays darts. He's still got to be professional darts player. Yeah, you can't pick the guy who manages, not even manages, who works at Payless. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, we're not gonna have roles, even though I don't work and I pick the guy that makes $12 million a year with a $20 million signing bonus. He gets paid once a week. Yeah. It's crazy to me. All right, so she said, as a feminist, the idea of submission of any kind repulses me. And I'm thinking, you're married to an NFL player. She said, I learned that to be a good NFL wife, you have to give 100% of who you are to your husband. You cannot depend on him, particularly during NFL season, but he should be able to depend on you for everything. I was like, wait a minute. You can't depend on him for anything? I can think of one thing that you can definitely depend on him during the NFL season. Bills? That check. You don't have to work. Well, yeah, I think that goes without question. She's saying that she's not going to be going to him with like her problems or... No, she's talking about like family stuff, chores, pick all up the stuff. Kid. Yeah. You don't work. How... I don't understand if I'm taking care of all the money in a major way. Why can't you just hold it down during the season? Am I tripping? Because tell me I'm tripping. I need to hear I'm tripping. Because you're in my cabinet. You're the guy that tells me I'm tripping. No. She says that, she's learned. Now she's saying that she hate, like did she conform and become a quote unquote good NFL wife? No, she's against that. She's like, soon after marrying Craig, I guess that's his name, a veteran NFL wife told me that it was my job as Craig's wife to give him sex at any time he wanted. If you're saying no, there will be someone saying yes, she explained. She and her husband later divorced. It feels like she's saying that shit don't matter. Feels like she's saying that don't work. Yeah. Man, I don't know, man. I think that she signed up for it, but didn't realize the job was dangerous when she took it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, honestly, I'm about to say some crazy shit. Please do. Maybe she fell in love with the guy and not who he was as a star athlete. She fell in love with the actual person. Yeah, that does sound crazy.
You're right. That sounds ridiculous to
Yeah,
me.
she fell in love with the guy.
I hear that.
Yeah.
This was crazy. You know what? A man can say he fell in love with a woman if she's busted and just butt ugly. You get to say that, bro. But the truth is, man, you fell in love to how she could meet your needs. You fell in love with the whole package. If she was, you know what I mean? If she was just a nice person, but physically repulsive, and you still fell in love with her personality, I got nothing to say, you player. But it's hard for me to fathom that you just fell in love with this millionaire guy and had nothing to do with the money.
Well, when they get married, when they meet.
But you still knew that, I mean, you're still from America. You've heard.
Basically, if they're at Ohio State or something like that.
Exactly. If they're at Eisenhower High School.
And she's tutoring him or something like that.
Come on, man. She don't realize that this is an investment. If she goes to Powerhouse High School and ends up with the quarterback at Powerhouse High School, you don't tell me that something in her mind is saying I'm investing in this for money's sakes?
Well, the thing about it is, I think they're delusional. She fell in love. Well, she thinks she fell in love with this guy, and she doesn't realize she fell in love with this guy because he does have that captain of the football team swagger. Everybody's on my nuts. I'm extra cool and all. That's what she fell in love with.
Or maybe he's a lineman, but still, if he's an NFL caliber lineman, he's 6 something, 3 something.
So she fell in love with what his status brought him. You know what I'm saying? So she thinks she fell in love with him, like, in her mind, she did. But it's like, it's something about like that, that I'm good enough to go to the pro swag that the rest of us ain't got. You know what I'm saying? And so,
and women are attracted to confidence because they need to feel like they're secure.
Right.
I think this is what's bothering me. I'm going to read another one, man. A typical NFL wife does not have the luxury of distributing household chores or negotiating the details of the relationship like many women in non-NFL relationships. Their job instead is to take care of their husbands. I don't understand that. First of all, you don't have the luxury. You have luxury. You live in luxury. What are we talking about here? Distributing chores. You can pay someone to do the chores. I don't understand this. You should not need to work. You should be able to either do the chores or pay for somebody and bail your husband. And then she's like, their job is to take care of their husbands, as if that's a negative thing. I don't understand. Yes, your job is to take care of your husband. His job is to take care of you. It blows my mind when it's like there's no roles anymore. It's just, why are we together?
It seems to me this person, I don't know if she's lying, doesn't really like the NFL. She loves her husband. And so what she's saying is, man, I'd rather just have you doing chores around the house and we raising these kids.
Man, that sounds real good.
Yeah.
Until the money's gone.
Yeah. I mean, money's gone or the money has decreased. You know what I'm saying?
What did Chris Rock say? Women don't want to go back in lifestyle and men don't want to go back sexually.
Well, yeah. That's a generalization. I'm sure there's a few who are like, man, I never wanted this shit.
Is it her job to make sure a man is sexually satisfied? Is that the wife's job?
I think if it's not her job, it definitely, if that's what he wants, I think it's smart business to just, make sure he's not seeking it elsewhere. That's
not fair though, because it's not fair to say that you can make him stop seeking it elsewhere, because there's certain types of dudes is always going to need sexual variety.
Well, yeah, and for those people, her job to keep him sexually, satisfied?
Yeah,
it's not really her job.
Well, some people, that's a hard job. Like this one lady said, I know that as his wife, it is my job to submit to him sexually. But he asks for sex at least 3 times a day. My body is tired and I can't perform that often. Besides, it seems like the more sex I have with him, the more he wants. It just never ends. What is she supposed to do? Because to me, I'm like, what is he supposed to do? What is she supposed to do? Why can't you outsource that job if you can't do it?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, man, this is all rich people problems. Because the thing about it is they're afforded a life that 99% of the country will never see.
Yeah.
All right. And so the complaints are, my gladiator husband,
Yes.
who's coming home supercharged
Yes.
from hitting the motherfucker
Yes.
for the last 3 hours,
Yes.
wants to smash.
But if he's meeting every last one of your top 3 needs, why can't you meet his top need or step aside and let somebody else meet it? My mind cannot process that.
They don't want to outsource it.
Why not?
It beats me.
Should she? Because I say she should.
If it's physically
You
daunting.
can't handle the job.
Yeah.
Because he is handling the job of 10 men financially for you. You're saying you can't handle the job of 10 women financially for him. Let's get some help.
I'll say this, just to play devil's
sexually.
advocate.
Go ahead.
Let's play devil's advocate.
Please do.
Okay, let's say you're a big time professional athlete. You want her to meet your sexual needs, or if she can't meet those sexual needs, let you, you know what I'm saying, outsource it, you have. Now, what about some fatherly duty? She needs you to talk to this boy, help him with, do all this shit. And you're like, nah, get one of your dudes to step in. You'd be like,
No. Because that's my job. I'm saying this.
I'm saying if you can't meet
you're
it.
always gone.
If you can't meet it,
Here's the thing.
Can she
Here's
have
the thing. Call my daddy. Call my daddy. Call these approved list of men to do my job.
Here's a list.
Here's a list of the men that can do my job. Start with my daddy. Call your daddy. I'm just being real. Sometimes it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to keep a husband. You got to use the village, Kamal. If I can't be there, these are the people that can step in.
Now, would you accept a pre-approved list from her?
Yes. If these are the bitches I can smash, yes. Now, don't touch this bitch right here. Whatever you do, please do not break my heart and smash this. But I'm going to find these women for you. You can tell me what you like, ass, titty, blah, blah, blah. I will find them and bring them to you. I'm still responsible for the nuts you bust. I'm good with that, Kamal, because you're thinking about my needs. Because I'm taking care of yours.
I wouldn't even trust that.
You think she pick some bullshit?
Oh, she's definitely picking some bullshit. But not only is she picking some bullshit, I don't know if emotionally she can handle it. And eventually, and she knows what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake up in that burning bed. I don't.
Hey, speaking of a woman knowing what's going on, man, this is blowing my mind. You sent this to me. Utah is decriminalizing polygamy. We got to talk about the implications of that when we come back. It's the MRA Podcast. Are you yelling at your radio right now? What the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. Just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Erby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at the MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yes, man. Just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Kamal, the great state of Utah.
The great
state of Utah. The trailblazing. You thought Portland was trailblazers. It should be the Salt Lake City trailblazers. They're blazing a trail to really keep a family together because they have finally decriminalized polygamy. Now, it's still illegal. I don't understand why. These are consenting adults.
It's not a felony anymore.
But it's no longer a felony. We're moving in the right direction. Come out. If Dwayne Wade's son is 12 years old, he can decide he's a woman now. If 2 men can get married and 2 women can get married, I don't understand why 1 man can't be married to 3 women if he's with 3 women.
I think back, I just haven't updated the books. Because I think back in the day before internet and stuff like that, a guy might have been married in Texas and just bounced to Alabama and picked up and got a whole new family. Just the legal implications, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like contracts and all of that shit. I think that was an issue. But in 2020, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker can't just disappear.
What you mean disappear? Oh, because the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think now, they're just old, outdated laws that they just haven't.
Nah, because they know. I mean, Utah is known for polygamy, and they hate that stigma.
Well, yeah, again, but and I think it's still coming from Judeo-Christian laws too. Again, outdated laws that, when a lot of these laws were on the books, they were on the books from really ridiculously religious people.
Yeah.
Instead of separating church and state, they were like, nah, man, we're gonna merge these two.
I'm happy for Utah, man, because to me, this is the way to go. All these women keep talking about cheating. How dare he cheat? Have you not realized that certain men want a variety of women? And if that's what you get down, like I said, if you can change your gender, why can't you have more than one woman and have it straight up? Women take it, they're offended. How could he? When a woman says, how could he cheat? My mind is blown. What do you mean, how could he cheat? Do you not know him? Do you not know? Have you not heard? Do you not know men at all? How could he? I'm devastated. Why are you devastated? I mean, honestly, do you think female lions are devastated when the lion is smashing multiple lionesses?
No.
No, they're like, he's doing his thing.
Doing his thing.
It's just natural as taking a shit.
Yeah, but the hyenas ain't over here fucking with us, so he's
he's
doing his job.
Like I said, you ain't never got no eviction notice. You ain't never, NFL wife lady, you ain't never had to feel what it's like to not be able to feed your child.
No pink notice.
No different colored bills. White bills only.
Dude, I was at one of the parents' house when my older son started going to this school, this private school, and one of the parents' husband's well off. We mentioned how much the tuition was, and she was like, "Is that how much it costs?"
Hilarious.
I got 2 kids here. I don't even know how much it should cost. Just take the shit out of my account. I don't even fucking know.
She better not complain about a goddamn thing in her life.
Yeah, and at this $20,000 or 23 or some shit like that.
A piece?
Yeah.
A piece for a child.
Yeah.
Damn.
And she didn't even know.
No blinking of an eye.
She actually says, how much it costs? Oh.
Take it out of my account.
Yeah. Wow. We were complaining. You believe this motherfucker went up? She goes, how much? Okay.
I wonder if she thought, I'm going to go home and make sure he feels a little extra pleasure tonight. There's no way she thought that. She's going to think when she gets home, if she's like this woman in today's show, well, I need to make sure we're dividing responsibility. Divide these nuts. What the fuck are you talking about?
You got a left one and the right one.
We're not dividing shit. We're not dividing these goddamn bills.
Yeah.
I don't, Kamala blows my mind, bro. It really does, man.
Yeah. I know, and one thing about the Utah thing is those guys that got the multiple wives, they're usually balling.
They got dough, man.
Yeah.
Big love. I know it's a TV show, but that dude had enough dough to handle it.
Yeah. They had you get a compound.
Yeah.
You go here, you go here.
House there.
That's how it was in Africa.
Yeah.
What? You know what I'm saying? The chiefs had multiple wives and I had a family over here, one big compound. There's my family over here, and the other family.
There's no how dare he.
Yeah.
I understand it now. I can understand the women getting jealous because their survival depended on a man and blah 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 blah, and do they have the favor and then blah 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 blah. But when it blows my mind when they're shocked. It's like how are you shocked? Am I tripping? How do you not know? We've been hiding the truth for too damn long.
Well, yeah, I would say it would be shocking if. I guess the husband just after 5 years of marriage, he just sprung, hey, you know what I was thinking?
Yeah. This is why I understood that my wife wasn't hearing it when I was like, I'm not really feeling this monogamy thing. Well, that's what I signed up for. That's what I came at her with. That's what that's what I was macking. You're the only one for me bullshit, which is why I try to go so hard on this podcast so that maybe some young cats that are hearing, especially the dudes with options, these NFL dudes that are lying and making it women. No. Why are you lying? I get why broke niggas is lying. You don't need to be lying. Anybody with dough should be brutally honest because they have the options.
If my man was brutally honest, Steve McNair would still be here.
He would still be here because he's Eric McNair. He's the man. He was the man in Alcorn. He was the man in the National Football League. Yeah. He would still be here, bro.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting to me, man. When we come back, speaking of this, I guess we have a theme today, man. We got a Dear Erby writer who used to cheat on his wife, but he is now walking the straight and narrow. But as Chris Rock said, boy, if your wife catch you cheating, you better leave because she ain't getting over it no time soon. My dude is still paying the price. We're going to talk about that. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friend some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Let's get into this Dear Erby letter.
Let us.
Dear Erby, I've been with my woman for 25 years. We've been married for 15. The first 7 years, I used to mess with a lot of women. I mean a lot. My woman knows about it and used to crush her, but she stayed loyal to me. She used to have attitudes, and I wouldn't understand why. She was hurt. However, as I matured, I gave up all my side pieces for her. We got married, and the first few years were cool. No cheating, no drama, no searching through my phone, etc. But years after she got the contract, she began to change. Less sex, lazy sex, more attitudes, and a sense of entitlement. Normally, this would have caused me to go hunting. By that, I mean fill up my roster with women to satisfy my needs. She knows that, but my attitude is I've remained faithful. I've been out of the game for a minute, and it seems dangerous with all the horror stories I've heard from those near me. So what I found myself doing lately is ignoring my wife when she acts entitled. I do nothing, say nothing, and do whatever it is I plan on doing. This doesn't involve messing with any other women. Oddly, my wife thinks I'm talking to someone else. She tells me, if you're going to step out on me, let me know so I can go and save myself the embarrassment. She has snuck and went through my phone only to find nothing. Inside, I'm crying, laughing, but outwardly, I'm calm and continuing to ignore her. But my needs ain't getting met. Lately, I've worked in the field, going to various businesses on behalf of my company. There have been a few women giving me the look I once remembered as an invitation to getting in that ass. I'm flattered, mentally entertaining it, but not acting upon the thought. However, if my wife keeps tripping, I might explore the options that lay before me. I ain't looking for nothing long term, and I realize that marriage is a terrible contract for men. Fellas, what would y'all do? Jason K in L.A. by way of the Bay. Come on, man. It's a lot in here, bruh, to unpack.
Let's unpack
What you thinking,
this.
bro?
First and foremost, man, I'm jealous that he's still getting that look.
Yes.
I ain't got that look in so much.
Man, don't you miss the look?
I missed that
I've been
look.
missing the look. Like, man.
I am the
used
invisible.
to
I can write a
smash-
book, The Invisible Man. Like,
Dog,
that's me.
I used to smash so much. I'd be walking around thinking, man, I got to get my paper right.
Yeah.
I used to smash all the time.
It's off the look.
Man.
Hey, I just meet him in traffic, just meet him
Yeah.
at the store, and get the number. And,
Ugh.
oh man, they don't even notice me anymore.
Dog, we got to get our paper right,
Yeah.
bro.
But I'll say this, man, Jason K. All right, so before you do anything drastic, first of all, let's understand why your wife suspects you're doing dirt.
Yes, why does she suspect he's doing dirt? Come
Well,
out.
because he's saying that, man, he just ignores her and starts doing this thing. Now, possibly when he was doing this dirt, he was distant as well. And so she remembers the patterns. Like when me and my chick are beefing, I bounce. You know what I'm saying? And if I had a side piece, obviously I wouldn't be there either. You know what I'm saying? So they notice the patterns. He's gone. He's distant. He's not talking to me and stuff like that. Where have I seen this before? When he was running them streets. That motherfucker.
he's back in the street.
Yeah. And so that's why she suspects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the problem at hand. You're not getting your needs satisfied. Dude, you gotta address this.
You don't think he has?
Huh?
You don't think he has as long as they've been married?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But he needs to address it. Now, don't give any ultimatums. Don't let her know the repercussions. You take a mental note of those. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get your needs met. But hey, I would say you got to give it the try first. Have the talk. Hell, if you have time, if you can wait a couple of months, man, I know it's tough, but if you can wait a couple of months, I would go to counseling for a little bit. But just so you can say you gave it the old college try. You did your damnedest. You know what I'm saying? I did my best.
But I guess my best wasn't good
Right.
enough.
And if everything doesn't go the way it should go, then you have Kamal's permission to do whatever you got to do.
We come back on my way in. Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, and you can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo. Find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. Jason, dog, Kamal. This one bothers me, man. This one bothers me, dude. I'm concerned. I hate to see a family break up. I hate to see this, man. I do not understand. There's something she said that I have heard before. If you're going to do that, let me know. You can save me the embarrassment. Once again, I don't understand why a woman's embarrassed by a man being a man. I don't understand it. If you really knew us, how could that, of all things, that's like a dude saying, man, my wife was crying. I'm so embarrassed. They all cry all the time. That's their thing. Women cry a lot.
Yeah, but a woman doing woman things can still embarrass you. If your woman is nagging and yelling and bitching at you in front of your people, and that's what a lot of women do, you still be like.
So you're saying that people know what you're going through. It's right. Embarrassing. You're right.
Yeah, that's
you're
all.
Right. I just wish women. I wish there was. This stigma would just be gone. From the NFL lady to the fact that only Utah is recognizing polygamy. I wish women could get it through their head that dudes' needs are different than theirs. I can't believe this dude gave her the lifetime deal. And she had the nerve to start giving him lazy sex and less sex, more attitudes and a sense of entitlement. Of course she had a sense of entitlement. She got the lifetime contract. She is now Mrs. K. So there is entitlement that comes with being Mrs. K. I'm Mrs. K.
Yeah.
All you bitches need to know, I'm Mrs. K.
Yeah, and I don't have to feel sexy. I don't have to.
I done it. I can relax.
Yeah.
There's so many dudes living in misery with their. I don't think women understand. I've heard this recently. Like, all you want me for is sex and food and we'll do like. I don't understand why that. Yes. That is the number one thing that you bring to my life that Kamal does not. That Richard Braxton does not.
I can't do that.
He's not doing it. I don't even want him to do it. That's not. That is your job. The lady, the NFL lady was like, and these men act like it's their wife's job to give them sex whenever they want. Yeah. Maybe not on tap, on command. But for you to not see that as your job is ridiculous. My mind is blown. And once again, there's a theme here. She just got lazy with the ass. What is he supposed to do? His choice is this. This is why men cheat. He needs sex, a lot of it. He needs variety, but he's going to settle with no variety just to keep you and keep his family intact. It doesn't say he has kids. I'm sure he does. Because why would you put up with this bullshit if you didn't have a family? Just being real. If it was just you and her.
Hey, 25 years.
Yeah, come on. There's some kids involved, right? So I don't understand. It just blows my mind, dog. I don't understand it. Like, if he's I know he did dirt in the past, but if he's giving all that up, it feels like you have forgotten who was pushing to get married.
Yeah, it's after 25 years, she probably feels like, man, I don't have to, when you walk in the door, just instantly just start doming you up. Damn, nigga, we're friends now.
Ugh.
Right.
How many female friends do you have, Kamal?
None.
Exactly. You know why? Because you don't want them as friends.
Yeah.
You want them as sexual partners. You want them as lovers. You want them as a nurturer in your life. We don't pick them as friends.
No.
We don't want to deal with that shit. We deal with, unless it's family, my mom's got you. My sister got you. My female cousins, I got you. But just a female friend on the street, it doesn't make sense in my brain.
Yeah.
Why? Honestly, because my boy, I can't really be honest with you like I be honest with my boy. Mm-hmm. My boy's not gonna whine like you whine. No. Like, The thing that helps us put up with your shit is the way you treat us and the sex.
Yeah. But on the flip side, you know, you have to understand, like, they see marriage differently.
How do they see it?
Well, they see it as like a badge of honor.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. And so those vows, they probably take portions of it.
They really just want to be married.
They want to be married, and that you know, forsaking all others, whatever. If that shit's in the vows, that's what they want, man. And so if a woman's marriage fails, now obviously if he's like putting tips on and stuff like that, everyone's like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, you got to.
If it's not any domestic violence or any like you know, verbal or physical abuse, then I think for a woman, if that marriage fails, shit can't be embarrassing to her.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Even honestly, when I got a divorce, I was low key embarrassed. Certain mutual friends, people we knew. Yeah, I stopped coming around
because you're embarrassed because you said that you could do the thing that everybody knows is hard to do.
Well, plus I didn't know if she got to him first.
He says, oddly, my wife thinks I'm talking to someone else. I don't know why you think that's odd. Your pattern says that's what you're down to do. Yeah, that should not be odd.
Well, in his mind, he's walking the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
So even if he used to do dirt, if he used to throw a gang of interceptions and stuff like that, and he start throwing reckless again, I ain't throwing no picks. But nigga, you doing what you used to do.
I think you're enjoying the fact that she thinks that you're cheating. I've actually been there before too, when I was walking straight and narrow and I was getting under investigation. I wouldn't say, hey babe, listen, I know it looks like this. I wouldn't do none of that pacifying. I would just be like, I'm gonna let you look because ain't nothing in there. I'm gonna let you go crazy.
Nigga, I hate it being under investigation.
I laughed. When you're not guilty, I was not guilty. I was like, do your thing. And then when I became guilty, I was just like, hey, what you looking at?
Yeah, I despise being under investigation, under surveillance.
Let me wrap this up and tell my dude what y'all should do. He said, what would y'all do? This is tough, man. I think you should have the counseling session, put the needs on paper, ask can she do it? And what's it going to take for her to get back to doing it? Is she willing to do it? Does she want? If not, you're going to need something on the side. All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. The problem is marriages are not what we think. As a man, we want them to be sexual the whole time, and that's not real, which is why it would be nice if you could have a side piece, because she don't even want to have sex most of the time after a certain amount of years together. And you don't even want to smash that after a certain time. It would be nice if y'all could authentically get your needs met, whether it be with you or somebody else. But y'all can't, because there's these rules for marriage that kind of fuck up the marriage. Your marriage, the fun part of your marriage is over, dog. You guys are now going into grandma and grandpa stage. You think grandpa's having the fun that he used to have when he first met grandma? No. The marriage as you know is now over. It's now to move to a different phase of the marriage. Yeah. And unfortunately, she's not going to be able to meet your needs sexually.
I'll say this, Jason, after 25 years, how is your stroke?
Hilarious.
Is it still the same from 25 years ago? Sometimes you might upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Are you still laying it down the same? Are you still doing your same 3 positions?
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And maybe she's tired of that. Like,
that's what's hard about being stuck together for so long. But let me just say,
new person, those three moves that's all I needed.
I think you should honestly do the counseling route. If not, what would I do? I would go side piece route. And I would just know that it's going to end soon and be like, it's going to end anyway. Either I'm going to end it today and my kids don't have me, or I'm going to end it when I get caught. But that's what I would really do. I mean, not that you should do it, but I'm telling you right now, we're going to try the counseling. We're going to try. But once I realize she ain't trying it, he's
got to do what he's got to do. I thought you were saying like while we're doing counseling.
No, I'm going to do counseling. I'm going to go straight and narrow. Once I realize she ain't changing, I'm going side piece route. I'm just being real. I'm going to go side piece route because to me, it's more important than breaking up the family is a no. I'd rather have her feeling hurt by the truth that I need some pussy outside of this house than to break up my family. I'm not doing that. So I'm not going to be like, here, let's rip this family apart so that I can get some new pussy that's going to turn out to be like this in a few years anyway.
But he doesn't want any long term. He doesn't want anything long term. So he runs the risk of destroying everything.
Don't destroy everything.
For some wham bam.
That's what I'm saying. Don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing better out there, dog.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to a family. There is nothing better. There's no woman better than your wife. There's women that will serve you better. And that's why I say, hey, man, that's why they should come in and out. But as far as Thanksgiving, Christmas, the team that you guys have with your family, you didn't mention kids. I'm assuming you have them. There is nothing better than your wife. So I would try to keep that together as much as you can and do what it takes. Because this is going to be hopefully a 50-year marriage. And through the 50 years, y'all had to do what you had to do, but you kept it together. If you guys have a Dear Erby letter, send us an email at dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearerby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Twitter and Instagram at Angry Kamal.
I'm at Kyle Erby, KYLEERBY. At the MRA Podcast is where you can find us both on all social medias. KyleErby.com is where you can see some commercials I've done, some videos and stand up and all that stuff. The MRAPodcast.com is our website. You can hear every last episode, that is 82 by now, that we've ever done. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
Come on, I'm about to play the most difficult piano piece I played this year to date on all episodes. Bear with me, dog. I'm gonna do a little slow, and it'll be faster next week. So I'm gonna do the same one next week with different keys. But here we go. MRA.